Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, just making sure. I told Daniel I was going to start the show with a copyright restriction.
Oh, God.
I can show you the world.
Jeez.
That's the only part of that song I remember.
Yeah, we're going to get a cease and desist letter.
Right.
Dude, we sung that like, I know it's going to sound crazy. My 5th grade graduation. You know, like when you're in elementary school, everybody's in choir.
Yes.
Even the kid that can't sing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, everybody has to.
Yeah, it's
They just
requirement.
make them like the kid that can't sing, stand to the side type deal.
Yeah.
Just mouth the words. It's
Me.
okay.
That was me.
So ours was Aladdin.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
The entire class singing.
I can show you the world.
Mickey Mouse is going to come to this house and beat the crap out of us.
I do not remember the words. Actually, speaking of Mickey Mouse, I saw a meme earlier, and it was Forrest Gump
Yeah.
and Scrooge McDuck
Okay.
sitting on a park bench, and it said "Life is like," and above Forrest Gump, it had a picture of a box of chocolates, and above Scrooge McDuck, it had a hurricane. Because life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Oh, God. Lord.
I cracked it laughing when I saw it.
It's been so long since I've seen any of those.
Oh, it's so
it's
funny.
Send help. Send help.
So,
Marcus can put up the bat signal.
before we put up the bat signal.
Right.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus. I am your clueless leader. But according to one of our listeners, I'm not that clueless.
Apparently not.
I do have Miss Muffin with me.
Hey, y'all.
And I have Daniel.
Hey there.
So, yeah, not so clueless apparently.
According to one person.
According to one person, they thought they knew a lot about motorcycles until actually sitting and listening to our podcast.
And we don't know anything.
We don't know jack.
Hey, I've learned a lot by sitting in these podcasts, actually.
We have a fake it till you make it mentality.
Absolutely. I know nothing.
That was
Nothing.
actually, I don't know if you've ever seen that one. I can't remember what it's called. But it's the Vice. You know, they do the documentaries.
Yeah.
They had one about the exotic rental car business in Miami.
I think I vaguely
It
remember
was a really, really good one. But it's on YouTube. I suggest checking it out.
Fake it till you make it.
Well, that was like the theme of the whole show was fake it till you make it because it's the exotic rental car company business.
I think I've seen bits of
So there's
that.
so many people renting
Oh, yeah.
exotic cars and acting like it's theirs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So
I wonder do people do that with, obviously exotic cars, but do people do that with motorcycles? They'll like go out and rent a BMW or Ducati?
well, I don't
Yeah,
know. I mean, there's nowhere in Chattanooga to.
Yeah.
Rent.
Like you'd
But
have
other
to.
places there might be.
I mean, I get there are those like apps where it's people renting out.
Oh,
their
yeah,
bikes.
Toro.
Toro.
Is it Toro
it's,
that does motorcycles? Rod? No, almost.
I thought it was Rumble on. You know what I'm talking about. Though.
Yeah, but my buddy David has his Road Glide on one of those. He's got his Road Glide on one, but he also has he's got like a small cabin. He has a house in the valley.
Okay.
And he's got like there's a small like hunting cabin on the backside of his property that he does like
Airbnb type rentals.
yeah, Airbnb. And there's an Airbnb package on his cabin
Where you get the bike.
where you get the bike.
That's you know what? That's actually cool. If you had a
That's pretty
spare
cool.
bike that you didn't,
Yeah.
that you were comfortable
Well,
with doing something like that with,
That's not a bad idea.
He's got
especially around here.
well,
on
he,
roads.
David is the guy that bought the Road Glide Ultra.
Yeah.
That loves the bike and loves the idea of the motorcycle,
Yeah.
but he just doesn't like that vibration. He was the one that came off the BMWs and bought the Harley and was like, it's worth it to own one if you've never owned one because it is such an iconic brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's Like, he keeps going. When I talk to him, he's like, I'm going to sell that thing. He's not trying too hard to sell it.
Yeah.
He's like, got it on Facebook Marketplace for like 10 grand more than what he paid for it. It's like, yeah, you're trying really hard to sell this. Bro.
That's the my wife told me to sell it price.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think his wife told him to sell it at all.
No,
I think she said just hang on to it if you want it.
Well, that's you see those.
But he's also got a gold link too.
Yeah.
But his friends that he rides with on a regular basis also have gold wings.
Mm,
So maybe a little bit of peer pressure there.
probably.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah. All right. Am I going to be able to peer pressure you into a Goldwing?
Me?
Yes.
Have I ever told you the gold wing story with me?
If we had money, we'd probably own one.
I think we've talked about Goldwings quite a bit.
I almost bought one.
Oh, did you?
Was that before the deluxe?
I
Or was that when I had the deluxe? I think
it
it was before the deluxe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost bought the one that you and Tay both hate.
Oh. Oh well.
Which one is that one?
The one that I'm thinking of is there's a yellow one.
Oh, no, not yellow. No, the one I was looking at was...
Because this would have been in 16?
I was looking at black. No, before that. This was...
Well, before.
So it was before I got the deluxe. This was like 13, 14.
Mm. That is not a good generation of Goldwing.
No, but tell me what came out.
The new Valkyrie.
To be fair, none of us at the store called it a Valkyrie.
Was that
Well, it was
F6B.
F6B.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, because we rode one.
I rode one a bunch.
If you don't have to look at it, it's a great bike.
It's a Goldwing without a torque pipe.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Technically.
but with some different styling cues.
No, in that gen, I could have got your regular Goldwing the same styling cues.
Mm.
They look the same to me.
Well,
Like the one I looked at was gloss black over flat black.
yeah,
And it had black wheels on it, like it was all blacked out.
yeah.
I
Because there
was
was
also selling fucking Goldwings
true.
that were all blacked out.
True.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's always what the Valkyrie was. It was a Goldwing without all the body work.
I'm wondering how much you wonder sometimes how much what other brands influence.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of aftermarket people that were actually pulling tour packs off of Goldwings and making covers for the rear where the mounts were.
Well, and now you look at the new Goldwings where they sell them where they're the slick back, no tour pack, and they look good.
Well, and that's no longer called an F6B. It's just like the Goldwing.
Yeah, it's just a Goldwing.
Yeah.
They in the more recent iterations, I think it was like 2017, 2018. They just like, this is Goldwing. Do you want an airbag? Do you want ABS?
Yeah.
Do you want DCT?
So when I was selling, F6B was different.
Yeah.
Although we knew it was a Goldwing.
Yeah.
We had F6Bs.
Yep.
And then we had Goldwing,
Mm-hmm.
Goldwing ABS, Goldwing nav,
Yeah.
Goldwing airbag.
Yeah.
So and they went that way. So if you wanted ABS, it was just ABS. If you wanted nav,
You got ABS and
you got ABS and nav.
If you
If you want an airbag, you got ABS,
got
nav, and
everything.
airbag.
which you know what makes sense.
But
Yeah.
I wanted one. If I would have got one,
Yeah.
would have been the nav.
Yeah.
Because, which, looking back on it now, I probably just would have went ABS. Not because I have a problem with the Goldwing or with the airbag feature. I think it is goofy.
Yeah.
But the glove box where the airbag goes is really nice.
Giving up storage for an airbag.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, I'm like, I'm on a motorcycle.
How much is an airbag actually going to help you at that point?
It's not going to help me when I'm 40 feet down the road into a tree.
So, well, the whole thing with that airbag was supposed to stop you from going over the handlebars.
Yeah.
So.
Because they still do sell the airbag models.
Right. But on a Goldwing, if you went over the handlebars.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
It's like going out of the windshield.
You sprout some wings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like going out of the windshield of a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
If you make
And
it
I would
that-
imagine people go over the handlebars on motorcycles more than they do out the windshield of a car.
Yeah.
But when it comes to stuff like a Goldwing or a big Electra Glide or
Oh,
Road
yeah.
Glide,
Yeah.
there's so much in front of you.
and it's tall.
You might start to move that direction,
You're not gonna fully go
but I
over
bet
it.
you hit something
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
make it.
You mean the 60-inch windshield that
Yeah.
everybody puts on there?
I'd
Right.
imagine my favorite part of the Goldwing was the one when I had to test ride them, and they had a windshield so tall that it touched the top of my helmet.
Yeah, because it comes back at that angle.
Oh yeah, there
Jeez.
was
Yeah.
guys would put windshields on them so big
Yeah.
that they would hit my helmet. I'm like,
I didn't know they made them like that.
Hey, look, you have rain protection.
I mean, sure.
you should see some of the stuff they make for Goldwings.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
yeah. I can
So
imagine.
I don't remember who it is. Somebody, okay, obviously everybody knows what a trike kit is.
yes.
Yes.
There's companies that make a inverse trike kit for Goldwings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's two wheels on the front.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
one of those companies makes both the inverse and the regular trike kit.
They
So
can
they
put
decided to
together.
do both of them on a Goldwing.
my
The
god.
Goldwing ATV, which is
Okay.
basically a Civic.
To me, what's the
People
point?
have bought it though.
What's the point?
People have bought it.
Can't fall over.
I mean, but you can't really fall over on a trike.
Sure.
And I've seen them. I've seen one or two before, and it's the weirdest looking thing.
It's called a quad cycle. The upside about them doing that is to open up the world for what is quad cycles.
Yeah.
I'm using air quotes for those of y'all that can't see this. Quad cycles. Because now you have people that are taking ATVs,
Yeah.
getting the low speed vehicle tags put on them, and they're like, you can't ride on the road.
It's a
They're
quad
like, it's a
cycle.
quad cycle.
Okay.
I'm wearing a helmet.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Get a tag for it.
What's the difference?
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
There isn't a difference.
No.
I mean, I would like to take, I know you're arachnophobic,
Yeah.
but I would like to take a spotter
Like who?
and do a trike rear kit on it and make a spider a quad cycle.
That would actually
I
be
mean-
kind of.
Now, I tell you what is
Interesting.
cool.
That would be fairly easy to do.
Have you seen it on the slingshots?
I have.
It looks good on a slingshot.
It
Like,
does.
I would drive a slingshot like that.
When you see the slingshots where they've done that, it almost looks like one of those BAC monos or.
Well, I
aerial
wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say
an aerial
I was going to say the one, like everybody, the thing is at 99% of the time when someone, if you see one of those, you think it's an aerial item because they've had the most publicity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's actually a crossbow
Yes, the KTM
okay.
crossbows.
or X-bow.
X-
But either way,
Whatever.
it's a KTM.
It's KTM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen a few of those on the road, but not many.
no.
Well, they were really expensive when they came out. I think they were like $60,000-$70,000.
Yeah,
I
they
don't think
were.
I've ever seen
They
one on the road.
were T-Rex price range.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were not cheap.
I mean, I've only seen like 2 T-Rexes in my life.
I've just seen one on our TV
I've seen
show that we
bones.
watch.
What show was that?
Top Gear.
A T-Rex?
No,
Oh no, I'm
A
talking about a
KTM.
T-Rex.
I've never seen one of those in person either.
Yeah, no, you saw one because I explained it to you. There was one in Panama one year.
Really?
Yeah, and then I seen one. I think it was in like Gatlinburg or something like that.
That would be a place for one of those.
But they're like those were like 70, 80 grand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, KTM did it right with the crossbow because they did the crossbow race car.
Yes,
That's
they did.
fully
Oh,
encapsulated.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
They did it.
That's like 150.
Yeah.
Now that's also if I had won the lottery, I would have one of those.
Oh yeah. Something of that style.
Well,
yes.
I would have it because of the pure genius of how you have to get in that thing.
I can't remember. How do you have to get in that thing?
It's a dome that lifts up off the body.
That's
Like,
right.
Tilts up off the body. and
That's
you
right.
fall
I've
inside of
seen
it.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a fighter pilot.
Fighter pilot.
That's a,
But the part of the reason that the crossbow was so expensive was because it was the rails on it were like titanium
yeah.
and the body was all carbon.
Like they built a car specifically for track racing. That's what
They
it was.
they built a car. Well, when the aerial item was created,
yeah.
it opened up a racing category.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the amateur circuit, open wheel, open chassis racing, essentially.
Like lightweight, open chassis, open wheel.
Essentially, amateur Formula One.
That's really what those cars are.
And then
Yeah.
KTM saw that, did that. And then KTM wanted to put that car in the GT3 racing.
So they encapsulated
So they encapsulated it.
Okay.
Put bodywork on it.
Yeah.
Which is also all carbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's only like if you wanted one of those, now I say they were $150,000. They don't make them anymore, first of all.
Yeah.
I highly encourage you to look it up. They only made like 100 of them. And one of them was for sale recently in England somewhere, and I think it sold for like $300,000. Did you find one?
I'm looking for ones that are for sale.
For the crossbar or the full car?
The
They
GT2.
call the car, they have a much longer name for it.
It's the KTM Expo GT2.
Okay.
They don't have prices here.
Of course not.
Oh wait,
Yeah, well,
339,000 euros is the current bid.
well, most of them are
Jesus.
probably through auction houses and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, because they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, so 339 euros
Through
for
a company called Race Cars
Or-
Direct.
$425,000
Yeah.
Jeez.
current bid.
God, it is really cool.
But I mean, Heather, the whole car. Pull up the specs on that.
Well, so like that's how the roof comes up and off
Oh,
for you
okay.
to get in.
I mean, that's pretty cool, actually.
Pull up the specs on that. It's like some of these people, some of these like supercar people that have talked about that car is like that thing is insane.
So I'm looking
I'm
at
sure.
It's a Car and Driver article about it. 493 horsepower, and it weighs
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it weighs.
less than 2,500 pounds.
So let's it weighs less than what? 2,500?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hold on.
let's cut that in half and say 1,200 pounds.
The claim is 2,491 pounds is how much it weighs.
Okay, we'll cut it in half.
It's 300 pounds heavier than a first gen Miata.
We'll cut it in half
Yeah.
and call it 1,250.
Okay.
We're not far off from a Goldwing
No. No.
at 3 times the power.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Used an Audi RS3 engine. A turbo
But you said
five-cylinder.
it's 300 pounds more than first gen Miata.
Yep.
So you'd have to do the monster Miata to get that power,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably going to be the same weight.
Yes. You'd be about the same weight.
And I guarantee the Miata still can't outperform that thing
Oh, no.
because the dimensions and stuff. Now that car's not a huge car either.
No, it's a small car, but when you get to the point where everything's carbon, everything's
Yeah.
set up the
Yeah.
way that it needs to, yeah.
The-
That would be fun to have.
That sounds like fun, actually.
But then again, I couldn't get in my driveway.
That's true.
That's fact.
But that would be one of those. That's one of those cars that if you're ever a multi-millionaire and you're collecting vehicles and you're a motorcycle enthusiast,
Get a KTM car.
get
I mean, yeah.
get Expo GT2.
Why not?
Harley needs to make one.
So there is I guess this episode's going to end up being about motorcycle car conversions.
Well, I mean,
Well, to be
That's
fair,
fine.
there is the the British company that
Yeah,
their first vehicle they made had the S&S motor.
I think it's Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan. Now they're using their own.
Still a V-twin.
It's their own. Air quotes again. Engine.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like an S&S, but that doesn't mean that it's not essentially S&S components. But it is a V-twin engine mounted transversely on the front of the vehicle, on a
Yep.
3-wheel vehicle.
Yep.
I've seen one of these.
Yeah, Richard Hammond
He drove
likes
one.
them. He
Yeah.
likes them.
Yeah.
I think he likes them because of the engine.
Yeah. And it's made out of wood.
Yeah. There's another guy somewhere. I don't know if he's in Mexico or in the States. He's like right on the border somewhere. And I can't remember his social media account. He has a lot of stuff written in Spanish
Yeah.
on his social media stuff. He could just be Spanish and be in the States.
Yeah.
But I know he's on the border because I've seen videos where it's like,
He's in Mexico this
Yeah,
day. Okay.
yeah. But he's done several of them because he did his own But he puts Harley motors in the back of V-dubs, old V-dubs.
I've seen
Several people have done it, but this guy's is like the go-to guy. Like, can just go boom, done.
He's throwing like a 103 in the back of an old Volkswagen Bug.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, several people have done motorcycle engine conversions to Bugs. That's an extremely popular one.
Yeah.
Because
I've seen Goldwing engines and Bugs.
Bugs are cheap enough and plentiful
they
enough.
were at one
They
time.
were.
Depending on where you're at, they're still cheap enough.
Yeah.
I would say down there around the border, they're still cheap enough because you're not picking up a 65 Bug. You're picking up a 97.
And it still looks the same.
Right.
Yeah, because they stopped making those in like 2004 in Mexico.
So like that's the thing
That would
about it.
actually...
That would be...
A Volkswagen Bug of that body style with like a 135 in it.
Oh.
Well, imagine my engine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like built the way it is with the cams and all that other stuff. So then you're sitting there in a Bug and it's loping like mine does.
Okay, now that would be fun.
That would be actually really fun.
Yeah.
Would you take it to bike meets?
Just to piss people off. Just to piss people
I
off.
would take it. Like, do you go to bike rallies or do you go to Volkswagen shows?
See, you're kind of in between. I guess you could go to both.
You could go to both,
Take
technically.
all the Volkswagen badges off, put Harley badges.
Yes.
No, I would do like the Harley F-150, but it'd be the Harley Volkswagen Bug.
Nice.
The Harley edition Volkswagen.
So, but yeah, so guys are doing that. Now, I've seen them, a lot of guys when they'll do like the sport bike engines and stuff like that, they'll still run, like the sport bike gauges inside, they'll run like the sport bike gas tanks.
They basically just taken the bike and put it inside a car.
Correct. With the Harley stuff, they're not doing that.
No, it's just an engine with the output shaft.
Yeah.
And they're running it off all the factory car components. Which, I've seen a lot of those where, I'm sure you've seen it, the little smart cars where they put like GSX-R 1000 engines
So,
yeah.
the guys that are online, I don't know who they are, they did the Hayabusa key truck.
Oh, God.
You haven't seen that one?
Jesus.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
So those guys, right before Sturgis, built another key truck.
Oh, did they?
With a Harley engine.
Nice.
And one of their guys...
Are they putting the engine like in the bed?
They're taking the motor out of the key truck and putting the motor where it goes.
So technically that's almost like a bike because the engine's right underneath the driver's seat.
Well, and it's the size of a motorcycle too.
Exactly.
So Harley did back in the early 2000s the special paint set that was almost like a purple. It was like a bluish purple color and it had flames on it.
Okay.
And it was for electric light.
Okay.
They did that same paint combo on the truck.
Nice.
That's
because one of the guys has a bike that color.
I mean, if you're already going through this process...
Well, they have videos of like them riding driving next to each other.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
I mean, that's cool.
I'd get it painted the same way too.
So, but they took that to Sturgis. They took both trucks to Sturgis.
I didn't see him.
Yeah. The other guy that builds those crazy creations using little engines was there too. It's got like a little KTM 125 engine, but it's got like the tractor tires on it.
I think I've seen that one.
That one was apparently also at Sturgis.
Where were these people were hanging out?
Right? Like, where were they?
But then again, there's so many people there.
Yes, they were probably at one of the ranches or something like that.
That would make sense.
But yeah,
car conversion for motorcycle. I mean, motorcycle, especially something like a Goldwing engine, where it's so under stress to begin with.
Well, yes,
and it's already hauling around a 1,500-pound motorcycle.
Yeah.
But a Harley engine, okay, with its torque.
Yes.
It's used to being air cooled.
That is true.
So you don't have to worry about any of the cooling issues.
Yeah.
Also, parts are plentiful.
That is true.
You don't even have to worry about finding a crashed Harley to get the engine.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can just buy the engine.
You can just order it out of a magazine, walk into a dealership, buy one. I mean, for those of you that aren't Harley people that don't realize this, you can literally go into any Harley Davidson dealership, walk up to the parts department and go, I need to buy an engine. they'll ask you what kind of bike it's for, and you can tell them, I'm wanting to put this in a car. I'm doing something crazy. I want to put it in a car. And if you have someone that's a cool guy, I'm not saying they're all cool, but if you have someone that's a cool guy, it's probably going to be like, okay, what kind of car is this going in? I mean, and they'll find you the engine because you can literally just order crate engines from Harley Davidson. Yeah. Like, warranted crate engines. Now, if you throw it in the back of a car, it's probably not going to be warranted anymore. But either way.
That would be interesting, though. Take that to a Harley dealership. Like, hey, I'm getting a tick.
Well, for one of the shows that Harley does, I think it was the Born Free show, a guy took a brand new ST. This wasn't a CVO ST. This would have been a 23 ST.
Okay.
Disassembled the whole thing.
All right.
Put that 117 in the back of a custom-built chassis of a belly tank racer.
That's
and cool. Then painted it the same color set as the lowrider or as the Road Glide ST that it was. So did like the bronze wheels, did like the Harley old school paint job.
That's actually really cool. That would be really cool.
Oh yeah. Like Harley, you can view pictures of it on Harley's Instagram. Like it's like super, super freaking cool.
I mean, I'm always impressed with some of these builds that people do. Just like, how did you think of doing that first?
Yeah.
And then, but like you said, you can just order a Harley engine.
Yeah.
You can go down to any your local dealership or online, have one delivered by freight to your house and be there in a week.
Yeah.
And in all reality, the Harley engines aren't that expensive when you're looking at them.
No.
So
I wish some of the engines weren't as expensive now compared to what they used to be. And I don't mean 100 years ago, but like, so back when I first got
this engine for a nickel.
Back when I first got into the Harley game in the mid 2000s, you could get a knucklehead engine out of from S&S.
Yeah.
It was essentially an Evo.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was a knucklehead.
Gotcha.
Like, looked like a knucklehead and everything, but for the most part, everything operated like an Evo for like $8,000.
Wow.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah. They don't make that motor anymore.
I know.
One of those is still like 17. And an original knuckle is like 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you're not going to go get something that is out of production.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go into your local. I need an F-head motor.
Yeah. Well, when they did that...
Yeah, we'll get that for you. It'll be here in about a week.
I remember one of the magazines, the Chopper Builder, built a bike using that S&S knucklehead. The motor was chrome, but then he ran like copper studs on the side of the heads, copper oil feed lines. So it had like all these copper little components on it.
That's kind of cool.
So, or no, not copper, brass.
Oh, like actual brass or just the color?
I don't know.
That would.
I was thinking it was copper, but no, it was brass because they called it the Brass Knuckle was the name of the bike.
Well,
I feel like that name is fitting.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, it's got brass on it. It's a knucklehead. But we're gonna call it the Brass Knuckle.
Yeah. I felt like that was someone was sitting around drinking with their buddies and went, "Oh man, that'd be cool." And then it was like, "Let's do it."
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Well, I'd imagine that's how a lot of these projects start.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it'd be really cool if we could do this. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
We have this wrecked bike out back. Let's do it.
Well, and we've got a guy that runs around town. I haven't seen him in a little while, so I'm not sure if he's even still kicking. But the guy that used to have the Oldsmobile Delta 88, like the 1987 or 88 model Oldsmobile Delta 88, he lived out towards Appleton, but in the Georgia side of it, so like Cohutta area. He had taken the car I'm talking about? The motorcycle I'm talking about?
I think so.
So he had this late 80s Delta 88. It's like a V6 front wheel drive car.
Yeah.
Okay. So he went like right at the firewall and cut the whole front of the car off.
Wow, you cut off like 14 feet.
You're still thinking old.
I know, it's 80s, so it's...
V6 front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So, it's like...
Okay, so 10 feet.
It's like 4.5 feet. And then he went in and cut like 1.5 feet off the back of the car.
Okay.
And welded those two together.
Okay.
So you have this little, when you're at the back, it looks like the back of a Delta 88. Short little trunk. I'll put it up. There's a little trunk area there and all this other stuff.
Okay.
And then at the front, this Delta 88, headlights, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right in between the headlights, he welded on an old Kawasaki on the front of it.
Oh, really?
With no engine. And the shifter.
Okay.
So he set, and the front forks go out front wheel. So he sets on this and rides it. It's powered by the Delta 88.
Really?
Yeah, because the engine was still in the car.
Huh.
Like, that's how it ran.
Interesting.
Like, the gas tank was still there. He had a gas tank on the bike for show, but the gas tank was still under the car.
I would have liked to have seen this in person.
He had automatic shifter.
Yeah.
Up next to the gas tank. Put it in drive, and ride a wheelie. We got next to him on Eastbound Road one time, and I got him to ride a wheelie.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine something like that you probably could, the weight.
I mean, yeah.
With the way the weight is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You just give it a little bit of gas, and that front end comes up.
Yeah.
That would be if you ever see it again, take a picture of it.
I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah. That's just that one was definitely fueled by somebody having too many beers one night.
That facts probably.
So
I've got this 80s Delta 88.
Well, and there's another thing that we still have here.
Yeah.
You still see them. Not as much as when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it seemed like you saw a different one every single week. But there's still a handful rolling around here. Other parts of the country might be different. But the Volkswagen choppers.
I've seen quite a few of those.
Yeah. And they're all different kinds. Like there's one guy that did one where he took the whole bug and chopped it right behind the driver's door.
Yep, and you still have that whole back.
Yeah, so people can sit. It looks like a rickshaw, so people can sit in the back seat.
And I've seen other ones that look like standard motorcycles with the bug engine at the back.
Yeah, like a trike.
Yeah,
with a bug engine at the back.
Exactly.
But there was a company in the 70s, 60s or 70s that was doing those. Like they made a kit. So
I'm not surprised.
I think you had to supply your own engine, but it was the frame and driveline and all that other stuff, and you just engine.
And those things are so long. Every single one I've seen is way too long.
I came across one time that you want to talk about too long. He then had the Sugar Bear Springer front end on it. That was another 12 feet.
I've seen one like that. The one
that thing is a school bus.
There was one rolling around in downtown Chattanooga near my office, and he had his seat up front with the bars, and then behind him
a bench seat.
No, it was 4 seats, 2 benches.
So I've seen one that he had.
Jeez.
I've seen the one that you're talking. I think
it's seat for 3.
Yeah,
but it's like a bench seat with seat belts.
Yes, I think I've seen that one. Where the single bench seat, but this guy had 2 bench seats.
Yeah, this one was like a bench seat. Looks like a bench seat out of the back of just a car.
That's hilarious.
Not a Volkswagen bench seat, out of a
Camry
town car. Well, I was gonna say a town car.
Oh yeah,
something a little bit bigger.
This guy had what it looked like was out of a yellow school bus, 2 of those seats.
Nice.
And it was the funniest thing.
Nice.
He's in a nice comfy chair up front, and then these 2 school bus seats with seat belts.
That's hilarious.
But the thing had to be 40 feet long.
Good God.
Everybody had their own cup holders and everything.
You can party on that thing.
It's a party bus.
Yeah.
It is a party bus.
That actually makes me think, the new Volkswagen commercials, this is completely off topic.
I don't think I've seen a new Volkswagen commercial.
For the new Atlas, is advertising how many cup holders they have now. The first thing that it talks
I have seen that. It's
cup
holders.
Yes, cup holders.
What were we at? 13 on the Toyota?
Yeah, 13 or 14 on the Toyota. It just...
I think it was an odd number, so it must have been 13.
Yeah, I think...
Or it could have been 15. I think
it was definitely an odd number.
What was it? It was, so, 1 in the floor, 2 in the center console, so there's 3.
1 in each door.
No, two in each door.
Yeah.
On a 4-door.
Yeah.
So that's 8.
8.
2 in the floor in the back.
Yeah.
And 2 in the center console.
Jeez, I only have 8.
Yeah.
That was when I was looking at that Toyota.
Yeah.
That TRD off-road. And I was like, I made the statement. I was like, I'd almost buy this thing just because it's got so many cup holders.
Why do you need 17 cup holders, though?
Heather, how many cup holders does your Jeep have?
8. I don't need 8.
They're all full all the time.
No.
No, 4 of them are full all the time.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Almost as many cup holders as a Goldwing.
You know how many cup
After
holders?
he's gone to the accessory department.
Right.
You know how many cup holders my Toyota has?
None.
1.
No.
Does it actually have one?
It's got 1.
It pops out of the...
Dash.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And it won't fit a bottle. It'll fit a can, it won't fit a bottle.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how it should be.
So.
Like, my Stanley would not fit in that.
Cup holders.
No, and if you put, like you don't want to put, like, a drink and a drive-through in it. Because it's really shallow.
It'd break.
Well, no, it's really shallow. So it'll fall out.
Just go flying.
Like, it's legitimately, like, if you look at it, like a Monster can, fits perfectly. Ducks right below the dash. Has enough depth. It's big enough around.
Yes, we know. We know the Monster cans fit.
It's perfect for it.
Can we get sponsored by Monster?
They specifically designed that Toyota cup holder for Monster cans. Even though Monster didn't exist at the time.
They know it was coming.
They knew it was coming. The people that drive these trucks are going to love Monster.
Love Monster.
When you're going to work at 4:30 in the morning, you're going to want your Monster.
Right?
Yeah, buddy.
They probably also ride Harleys too, so they'll cut the Monster can and then
It's trademarked. It's trademarked. I haven't seen another one out there.
You need to get that vinyl printing and do one of your face. Put it on there. Just
Oh, God, no.
wide open mouth.
No. No.
Oh, my God.
No.
So, on to the other thing that we were going to talk about that is not cars converted into motorcycles or motorcycles converted into cars.
That's been a fun conversation, though.
Yeah. Completely went off the wall there.
Lighting up the world.
Yes.
Which is what we started with.
Yeah.
So, I did make a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Actually, I made a couple posts on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I got my lights on.
You did. And we were out there with the CanSmart system, hooked it up to my laptop, going through the programming, looking at what options there are.
The controllability.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
There was
I thought it was going to be like brightness, and that would be it.
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot in there. And, I mean, I looked up that system itself. It allows you to do a lot of different things if you have stuff hooked up to it.
Yeah.
Right now, all you have hooked up to the CanSmart system is the turn spots.
Yeah, my running
lights.
my runner / blinkers.
Yeah, the headlight is not currently hooked up.
Right, the headlight's hardwired.
But it'd be easy enough to run a connector to it.
I've got the cables.
Yeah. But then going through all that adjustability and looking, it might not be a bad idea to actually hook it up to that system and then having...
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Because it's you have 5 or 6 individual settings. Like, what do you want the light to do? Do you want it to modulate? Do you want it to, be speed sensitive, day and night sensitive?
Well, like, to be fair, the headlight,
it's bougie.
Not even being hooked up to the CanSmart.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not at its brightest setting.
No, because the spotlights are brighter.
Right.
Yeah.
But the headlight will 100% drown out your LED headlight.
It does.
Like we played with that. Daniel pointed his headlight at the wall, and I turned mine on, and we didn't realize Daniel's headlight was still on.
Yeah. But the headlight that I have on the Valkyrie is about the same as what a current Harley gets, a stock headlight.
No.
What you took off.
Like what you took off.
Yeah, that wasn't a stock one.
What is it? The
Daymaker.
Daymaker.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's
About the same as a
what I
Daymaker.
meant.
Yeah.
That style.
I thought you were talking about the factory headlight that came on my bike was.
I know that was.
No, I meant the one that you
Yeah.
took.
That one was
Sorry.
the candle that I was talking about.
I've run out of wick
Yeah.
in my headlight.
We're that old.
Well, we were joking about that with the blinkers. I gotta spark them up every time I turn them on.
Spark arrestor.
But yeah, your light definitely drowned out mine,
And we're not sure if it's at full power. Kind of think it's not at full power.
Once you can get it connected into the CAN-SMART system, we
Mm.
can get into the computer, the program, and adjust it or view it.
But are we calling that 100 feet, or do you think it's more than that?
I'd say 100 would be about
Average,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 100 foot, pure daylight.
Yeah. A little bit overcast outside.
Yeah, shining at a house. You can see. You can't see definitive light,
But
but
You
you
can
can
see
see the color change.
Yeah. And it gets rid of some of the shadow that was on
Yes.
the house.
Yeah.
Which is impressive, where it's still light outside and
Yes.
you're still
Yeah.
getting rid of shadow. You're still casting light across. Now, have you ridden that bike in the dark yet?
No.
Okay. I was going to be curious because the spots are really bright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When it's just the low beam on,
Well,
spots
I think to
overpower
be
the
fair,
headlight.
right
Yeah.
now, for me to do that, it wouldn't be 9 o'clock at night. I'd have to go do it at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah. We just wait till winter when it's dark
Wait till
at
time change.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're a couple months from that, but even then, we're a month away from it being super dark at 9:30.
That is true.
True.
That is true. Which I will be really curious to see how that light performs and how the pattern of the light is in a true night.
Well, we know on low
Yeah.
beam,
Yeah.
without any diffuser,
Yeah.
it makes that beam
Nice beam.
across.
Yeah. Because I'd be curious, like, to see how far out that light
Yeah.
actually gets you.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely be interesting. And then when you get it hooked up,
What we
can
need
adjust it.
What we need to do when we do that is go somewhere like a huge parking lot during the middle of the night.
Yeah, that doesn't have lights in it.
Well, I don't know if we're going to find one without lights. A
I-
parking lot.
We might be able to find one. Find a closed down business somewhere
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
true.
have the lights on.
True.
But get a good, 400-500 yards away from it.
Yeah. And see how bright it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that'll be a good indicator of what cars see.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. The BMW has those clear view lights that are on the bottom on the front fork
Yeah.
by the front wheel, and those are fantastic. They put out
Yeah.
a ton of light. I have
Yes,
the ability to.
And I'm already thinking I'm going to blind people, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
And Daniel wants me to put more lights.
I do. I think he needs to put 2 more of the headlight size lights on the crash bars.
Make it really blinds people.
It's like
Yeah.
the old KC lights on the trucks. You just have a ton of them. Put a smiley face cover over it.
I like that idea.
Look, cruising down the highway or one of these dark back roads.
Cruising down the street in my 6.5. So, one last thing I want to touch on. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but we watched it yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Do you know what we watched?
The last Grand Tour?
Yes.
I have not watched it yet.
You'll get a little teary-eyed.
Is it?
Yeah.
You won't get teary-eyed until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not counting... Let's rephrase that. I'll call it last 15.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Because, the last... Maybe... The last, minute to 2 minutes, not the credits,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of stuff in the credits.
Yeah.
But like the last minute to 2 minutes,
Okay.
there's no audio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, intentionally. You see Jeremy take out his mic
Yeah, he
and
rips it off.
unscrew it.
Mm.
And he like starts shaking hands and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on watching it sometime this week.
So I'm going to give you a spoiler.
Okay.
If you are a huge Grand Tour fan or Top Gear fan and you have not watched it yet, this is a spoiler warning. If I spoil this for you, I'm telling you right now, you have the ability to stop because I'm going to say this and then we're going to end the show. So just stop listening right now. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Their very first special that they ever did.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe.
Yes.
The Lancia Delta,
The
the Mercedes, and Oliver.
Yes.
Okay. In the middle of the desert, they take the doors off of it and go to the tree and everything. Well, this new one, they're in, what's the town? Or what's the country they're in?
I mean, they're in Zimbabwe.
No, they're not. No, they're in the country next to it.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah.
driving across.
Okay.
Or maybe they're in Zimbabwe and the other one was in a Zambia or something like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
so they're in that country. And their whole thing is driving from one side of the country to the other. Well, some of this might have been planned, and they portrayed it like it wasn't planned. When they get to the other side of that country, they realize they are 140 miles from their final destination on their first thing they ever did.
Mm.
So they go back to the town.
Okay.
They find his Lancia Delta, and the Merc is still sitting there from their first.
I'm impressed that they're still there.
That's, yeah.
But they're so like you see them getting choked up,
Yeah.
and then they drive through the desert back to the big tree that's in the middle of the desert where they went to.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's where they ended their show.
That's cool. It is truly an end of like
Our
a
It's
childhood.
the end of an era.
Like
So,
you know,
like
people.
there was comments that are said throughout the show where you're like, ooh, that last, like I said, I'll call it 15 minutes. That's where you kind of, everything stops for you. And you just completely...
You realize there's not going to be any more of this.
Yeah.
Because it's been a staple for years.
You can tell that if those cars weren't there and someone had found them and put them there because of this, Jeremy and Richard didn't know. Or Jeremy and James didn't know that.
Okay.
They're genuinely like...
Surprised?
Holy crap.
That's actually...
Yeah. So if the crew did that,
Yeah.
kudos to the crew.
No, I'm going to say they probably did.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah,
because the thing was, and they were talking about it, there's a mechanic that they made friends with there that helped them get their cars running, and then when they needed to take the parts off of it because they were driving through the desert, he helped them take the parts off of it and everything. And those cars could just be sitting there.
And Jeremy said that someone put the doors.
Yeah, someone put the doors back on the cars, put the cars back together, and he goes that he must have went out and got the parts and put them back on the cars.
That's actually really cool. Because they dropped those parts in the desert.
But, dude, they are like, they're in the middle of nowhere. Like, they rarely ever see vehicles come through.
Huh.
So.
Maybe that mechanic went out there and got the parts?
He must have known that they would be something special.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just special to him.
Maybe. I mean, the whole Grand Tour, Top Gears.
Well, it was a
a
big deal to that country too.
Oh yeah.
Because at one point in time they're walking through a market, and the guy's like, "Your names are in the paper," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he hands him the town's newspaper and like their picture, and it's like,
all it says is the boys are in town.
yeah, and it has like the picture of everything.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well,
but like they go by Victoria Falls, all that stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely. Like I said, I definitely plan on watching it.
But there was a lot of times where they were talking. You know, they'd make the jokes. Like there was never any question from the beginning that this is their last time.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time they're talking about this is their last hurrah. This is their last trip. This is their last FU to Mr. Willman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
No, they give Mr. Willman a big FU towards the beginning. Because
Don't say that part, but it's hilarious.
I'm not going to. He sends a car to follow him.
Yeah.
Like he always does.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give a big they give a big FU to Mr. Willman. So.
Oh.
It is a shame until like 3 years down the road.
They all need money, so they do another one.
Or
They all have their own shows.
I know.
Or they just get
But
bored and want to do it
the way
again.
James was talking, or not James, the way Jeremy was talking about it, I don't know how much longer Clarkson Farm's going to go on. He sounded like he was ready to just retire.
Which I don't blame them.
I think he's ready to retire. James is ready to kind of do his thing that he does.
Because he does a lot of travel stuff, too.
Well, and he's got the little car stuff that he does, where he goes around and drives all those cars. And he loves that.
Yeah.
Because for him, I watched one of those episodes. He's like, this show, what my old show gave me the opportunity to do this show.
Yeah.
This show gives me the opportunity to drive cars that I never would have imagined I'd have the opportunity to drive.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Which started with Top Gear, because one of like their last episodes of Top Gear, he drove Chris Evans, not Captain America.
Yeah.
Television presenter for Top Gear now, but also like one of the biggest celebrities host. Like, think Simon Cowell talking to them. I know you know who this is.
Yeah.
But think Simon Cowell. But Chris Evans has that Ferrari.
The GTO, I thought it was. Like the old Ferrari, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's only like 20 of them, and he paid like $35 million for this car.
Yeah.
And James got to drive it.
Yes.
On a rainy day.
It was.
And the top wasn't closed, so they had to leave the top down. And he's just like, he's just kind of like looking at him. He's like, don't drive through any standing water.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It makes a joke about the insurance company. They had to get insurance just specifically for that car to drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like that was kind of that starting to what he's doing now.
Which I think really works for him because that's what he wants to do.
But there's so many references and stuff in the show where they make jokes, they make comments. There's I don't want to spoil a lot, but like, you know, they put the cars on train tracks and they're all like, it's not like we've never done this before.
Yeah. Because 20-something years that they all three work together?
So 22 years.
22.
And this special, it's been 17 years since their first special, which was that special.
Okay.
So.
Because all of them had careers prior. And like, they worked in automotive, a lot of automotive stuff. And
James did like the travel stuff and a little, and I think wrote some for automotive stuff.
Yeah.
Richard was a soap opera actor.
Yes.
Yeah, I find that hilarious.
Jeremy did some automotive stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that's where like the first, I think it's just the very first 2 episodes of Top Gear is Jeremy and James.
Yeah.
And then episode 3, Richard comes in.
Yeah. And then.
But I think it was a situation of.
He probably had to finish a contract doing something else.
But I also think it was a situation too where like, I think James knew Richard. Jeremy didn't. But Jeremy and Richard knew each other.
Yeah.
Or Jeremy and James knew each other.
So they just got together.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked very well.
Yep.
End of an era.
It is.
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.